Welcome, crypto family, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, we'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as we're back in the green, back above 66,000. We'll also be discussing breaking news. Mr. 100 already bought an additional 300 more Bitcoin on the day. That's 2,566 BTC in the past 5 days. Pretty wild. Also breaking news, Coinbase is now officially integrating the Bitcoin Lightning Network. And as we know, they have over 100 million users worldwide. We'll also be discussing hodling Bitcoin now profitable 99.92% of all days. So congrats to my long-term hodlers. We'll also be discussing the SEC's closed door policy is stifling crypto innovation, according to the crypto mom, Hester Pierce, as well as Bitcoin is a hedge against horrible government fiscal policy, according to the one and only Cathie Wood. We'll also be discussing a supply shock coming for Bitcoin after Bitcoin hits this really important milestone, according to Anthony Pompliano. Also, quant analyst PlanB says this Bitcoin cycle top will be higher than $500,000 in 2025. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. What it do? Pump it up. You already know. Shout out to everyone in that live chat. How's the fam doing? Holla. 80,000 before you know what happened, says Hillbilly Bill. Let's go. Hey fam, Tika Tuare just had a good talk on Insta Live. Shout out Tika. I know he also lives out here in Puerto Rico. Shout out Joe Folan. What it do? Gale says pump it up. Smash that like button. Thank you, relaxing. Wow, Lightning and I will return 100x. Let's go. OG Back Row Crypto Bootleg. Welcome, welcome. Respect the rules, family. Shout out to the mods. Jennifer, Dankness, K-Jam, and the rest of you guys. Crypto Surge, what it do? Coos Dog 66. Let's go. Loud and clear from Grimsby, England. Shout out to the Sea Dog. Hokey Wolf in the building. Still buying the dip when I can. Love to hear that, family. Hello, hi, JV. Hi, Bina. Good to see you. Smoke weed in Germany, says Golly. Cheers to that. Golly G. Willikers. Automan. JV. Automan taking Miss Auto to Boston for 37th anniversary. Happy anniversary to you and the missus. Can you shout her out? Absolutely. If you want to give me her name, I'll even shout out her name. The London Stock Exchange has announced it'll accept listing apps for Bitcoin and Ethereum starting April 8th. Very interesting. Good note there, Grant. Appreciate it. Hodling in from West Virginia. Shout out Mark Saint. Greetings from Puerto Rico. What part of the island are you in, Mark? That's what's up. Just bought another 1,000 BTFD. You already know, Jennifer. Not too shabby. It's a great time to be buying the dip, especially considering, like a week ago, we were at 74,000, right? That's an $8,000 discount. Seize the moment. Hi, bro. Looks like we're going to 70,000. You already know. I still feel new all-time highs that come in this week by the weekend. What are your thoughts? That Palestinian says, let's get it. Yeah. Pump it up. Been a minute since I watched the show live. Good to see you. Why so long, Rodolfo? But welcome back, Mr. Perez. Appreciate it. Andrew Gass from Poland in the building. Oh, snap. Palmas del Mar. Interesting. And that's where I believe Tika Tuare purchased the property from my friend. So small world. I also lived in Palmas for a couple of years when I first moved to the island over there in Humacao. Beautiful resort to visit. Definitely a beautiful place. How long you been in Puerto Rico there, Mark? Let me know. Greetings from Amsterdam. Got any White Widow strain goalie? Asks Maisaka. Please come to Boston, she said. Yes. Christy Automan, happy anniversary. Enjoy yourselves out there, family. Nipsey is getting his pause thing going. That's right. He's just warming up. Howdy from the San Francisco Bay Area. Howdy, cowboy. Howdy, howdy. Give Nips a belly rub for me, JV. You got that, Don? Loud and clear from the windy and stormy Ulmerton Road. Pinellas County in the building. Representing, Mark. Love it. Hi from Germany. Yesterday, ARC sold almost 90 MIO-BTC. Is it because the bath water is more promising? I don't know. We will be discussing Cathie again today for the broskies. Bitcoin is the best. Cheers to that, C-List. And I appreciate you being the first person on the stream about an hour before we went live. So thank you. Yes, from Amsterdam. That's what's up. Amsterdam got all the goodies. Work. Trying to stack. Completely understood, family. You got to do what you got to do. Keep stacking them sats, stacking them biddies. Leaving the hot Palm Springs. Oh, snap. Man, so many of my old stomping grounds you guys are in. Small world. I love it. Just picked up 500 in biddy. Shout out Bill Hoke. Congratulations on stacking them stats. What altcoins are y'all buying, says Johnny Boy Crypto? Well, here's a little something from Mr. Sailor.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
You already know. Yes, shout out Santa Barbara. Let's go. Shout out Joe Folan. Welcome, welcome. But anyways, fam, without further ado, if you're new to the stream, important, smash the subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day like this. Also, pump the like. It helps tremendously with the YouTube algorithm, and I greatly appreciate all the support I can get. Today is pod episode number 1598. I'm your host, JV, and today is April 3rd, 2024. Happy hump day, or I should say pump day, being we're in crypto and we're pumping. It's a Wednesday, just saying. But anyways, family, welcome y'all. Let's kick it off with our market watch. You can see Bitcoin back in the green, trading at roughly 66,300. We also have Ether pumping, trading at roughly $3,350. BNB in the green, while Cardano, AVAX, XRP, and Polkadot are all correcting and in the red. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, we're sitting at a 2.51 trillion market cap with roughly 107 billion in volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance the same as yesterday, 52.1%, with the Ether dominance back at 16% even. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, we have Athena up 60%. We had BGB 24% and Flare up roughly 15%. Below that, Jupiter, Injective, BitEnsor, and IOS. Now, which alts in particular are you guys and gals most bullish on for this bull run? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get more of a visual perspective on the daily. Safe to say, maybe half the alts are in the green, the other half are in the red, but zooming out on the monthly, still got very respectable gainers. Jupe up 173%, WIF 100%, Near 46%, Core 300%, Ton 85%, Maker 79%, MNT 40%, and Pith 32%, even Solana up 43% on the month. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated back in greed at a 71. Yesterday was a 79 extreme. Last week an 83, and last month an 82 in extreme greed. And checking out the Bitcoin halving countdown. Wow, 2 more weeks until the biggest event that occurs only every 4 years in the crypto sphere, which is Bitcoin halving. The estimated date scheduled to take place April 19th, 2024. But note, it's all dependent upon the block. The current block we're at is 837,561. As soon as we hit 840,000, that's officially the halving. Where do you feel the Bitcoin price will likely be within the next 15 days at this time? Holla at your boy. And checking out the time chain calendar, you can see the block we're currently on, which is showing in real time 837,569. It shows you the Bitcoin market cap at 1.31 trillion, and you can currently trade $1 for 1,507 satoshis. But not for long. Eventually, you'll be able to spend $1, maybe only get 500 satoshis. So you already know. Take advantage of it while you still can, because this is a pretty great pre-halving Bitcoin price, in my opinion, because keep in mind, we hit the 69,000 all-time high previous cycle back in 2021. So we're at a pretty substantial discount still. So anyways, family, welcome everyone just joining the stream. Pump that mofo up.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Shout out to the 808 Bear. What it do? K-Jam, thanks for the resource, fam. I think you're the one who shared with me the time chain calendar, so thank you on that. Johnny Boy Crypto, I like the gaming sector tokens. I think there's a huge potential. I just got to pick the right ones. Yeah, man, gaming is huge. Just look at Roblox. Man, it's like, I don't know how many, like 50, 60 billion market cap. Not that that's crypto, but nonetheless, just shows you how big gaming is in general. In previous cycle, I do recall the gaming coins went off the chain. What were the big ones? Slipped my mind. I know ENJ was a pretty good coin. for gaming. Sandbox was another. I think Axie Infinity's coin was another major one that blew the F up. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they fare this cycle. I think gaming is clearly not going anywhere. Kids love games and always will. Don't leverage the biddies. The elites will get you, says Grant Noakes. Screw the elites. Morning, JB. Good morning, Fairgrounds. Good to see you, broski. Good to see you, C-Less. What up, Lock Sky? Good to see you, Legend. How you doing? This is the Silk Road price. Oh, that's right. The U.S. government just offloaded some biddies. They seized from Silk Road. I hear they still have over 200,000 in their possession. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think I saw that. And we now got news that freaking Coinbase is finally going to be implementing the Lightning Network. I don't know what took them so long. They should have done this at least 5 years ago, but hey, at least they're getting it done. So that's a big one, considering we have over 100 million Coinbase users, being it's the largest crypto exchange here in the States. You and Tino are the best crypto fockers. I accept that. Thank you, family. Shout out James. I'm a crypto focker. Go figure. Big kids love games too, mate. Yeah, same here, man. I have a PS5. I be playing the games. I love me some Tekken. Just saying. Unfortunately, no, but I got to be in the profit to make into the Bitcoin Lightning Net rocket ship to the moon. You already know, David. Let's go. Yeah, I'm curious. What are your guys' favorite crypto gaming coin? I was very bullish on ENJ previous cycle. That was one of Tikatwari's recommendations from the 5 coins to 5 million thing he was, selling and shilling. And that was my top gainer that I could recall. I did trade it for, the biddy, but hey, I think I did pretty well with that one. I still play Nintendo 8. Is there a Nintendo 8? 8-bit? Oh, 8-bit. Are you talking about the original, the OG? Whoa. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. I think that's the biggest budgeted game of all time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, probably the most grossing as far as income. AVAX. Word. So AVAX, is that specific for gaming? Any relation to Axie Infinity, or that's a completely different token? I know AVAX stands for Avalanche, but I'm a little behind the ball there, so let me know. Anyone remember Solar Quest? I don't remember that one. I remember like Final Fantasy VII. That was like lit. And do y'all remember Metal Gear Solid? Like play in the back when I first got my PS2 back in the day, I was like, whoa. The NES, yeah, that's the original. That's the one. You blow on the cartridges. Be careful out there. I won't even say the joke because we're on the tube, but I was going to say something kind of funny. I'll tell you guys later. Sega Mega Drive. What's the Sega Mega Drive? Is that a real thing? I had the Sega Game Gear growing up. This cycle is 95% memes. I know, it's mind-boggling. Crazy. Every meme is killing it. It seems, at least. I'm sure there's 900,000 memes that aren't killing it, but it seems what we see, the top gainers, it tends to always be the meme coins. I remember getting a brand new Atari when it first came out. Wow, I had the Atari as well when it came out. My broski had the Nintendo. I got the Atari. You had the black joystick with the red button. You had the square controller, and then it was just a joystick with a red button. Pretty simple, but it got the job done. God of War. Okay. I'll tell you guys later. Yeah, please remind me. Mega Drive is, and you might get a kick out of it there, K-Jam. Don't blow it too hard, JB. Exactly. That's a part of the joke, but I didn't want to connect it with the other reference on the tube. We are streaming on YouTube and Rumble. On Rumble, I speak my mind, but I gotta hold back sometimes here on the tube for the sake of the channel. Don't forget the Spectrum, says James. Smash the like. That's right. I'm with you, Joe, says Claude. Don't blow it too hard, JB. Precisely. You blow too hard, you'll pass out. That's not good. NVIDIA is going to make Xbox great again. Screw the Xbox. I mean, Microsoft, anything to do with Bill Gates, not a fan of. My brother had a Sega Mega Drive. I've never heard of that one. Earthworm Jim game. Interesting. Atari or the Commodore C64. I didn't have the Commodore. I had the Atari. That was my first system. But I remember my Uncle Ricky had a gaming system, which may have been the Commodore because it was way before the Atari. So video games have been around for quite some time. Guido says Bieber. What about Bieber? And Justin Bieber are we talking about here? You never know. Had that too, says Fairground. Welcome, Zach. Appreciate that. Sonic and Tails. Yeah, Sonic was the Mario of Genesis, but Sega pretty much representing their system. Can you put Michael Saylor song? I mean, I could always play the Michael Saylor song.
You just shook up the world.
Well.
How's that feel?
I'm not surprised.
But like
This is
most
Michael
of the people
Saylor
who
song
are
you're
buying
referring to,
assets
right?
at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use.
You tell me. I need you to fill in the blank. People that use fiat currency as a store of value. What do we call them, folks? Me as well. The Atari is the best. They got big plans with the AI. Commander, now at you're going back. Don't blow too hard. Your ears may pop. Exactly. Elden Ring is the ish. Mega Man is the best game ever. I remember Mega Man. Power Stone for the Dreamcast. One of my favorite fighters, along with the Super Smash Bros. The creator of the Earthworm Jim has a YouTube channel on politics. No way. Magnavox Odyssey. Haven't heard of that one. Had 3 games. Pong, tennis, and hockey. That's hilarious.
Fiat currency as a store of value.
Yep. What do we call them, folks? Let us know in that live chat. We appreciate it.
We call them poor. We call them poor. People.
And shout out Mike Saylor on the track. And Little Bubble for putting together the mix. We appreciate it. But anyways, fam, let's dive into a little bit of technical analysis. Check out the charts where the price action is likely to pump next, shall we? Here we go. Bitcoin returned above 66 G's on April 3rd. And speaking of 66 G's,
60 G's, baby!
as market observers brushed off the Silk Road, Bitcoin sales from the government. That's right. You're looking at the 1-hour chart here. Now, data from TradingView tracked the modest Bitcoin price recovery after lows of nearly 64.5 after the daily close. And if you bought the dip, put BTFD in that live chat, family. Now, these came amid news of the U.S. government having moved 30,000 Bitcoin worth over 2.1 billion, which it confiscated from the defunct marketplace Silk Road on chain, subsequently selling 2,000 biddies at 133 mil. While this appeared to, what does that say, agitate an already nervous market, traders were quick to call for calm, quoting Van de Pop. In every market, we've got bullish and bearish narratives. At peak bullish momentum, you'll see a huge impact of every bearish narrative. This time, it's the Silk Road Bitcoin being transferred. He also added that he was happy that more of the Bitcoin supply was not available. Others stressed the insignificance of the amount sold. Now, on the buy side, the latest data from sources, including the UK-based investment firm Farside, puts the total inflows to the US spot Bitcoin ETFs at just over 40 million for April 2nd, combined with 183 million seen on March 28th, the previous Wall Street trading day with a positive net flow. The total easily eclipsed the government sell-off. So just like that, no miss a skip of our step here, family. In his latest market update, we also had Scoo hoping to see the spot buyers maintain momentum, quoting him here, nice sweep of the lows and good buyback reaction. And even more optimistic was fellow trader Jelly, who stressed that the Bitcoin bulls had already cleared the most significant long-term resistance hurdles. As he outlines here, Bitcoin broke the last weekly resistance on the chart, destroying all the leverage on the retest. Having in less than 3 weeks, that's right, we only got 2 more weeks to go, family. Send it higher. Now, Van de Pop also stressed that corrections are normal. They'll do happen. You'll see them happening in every market circumstance. And he also says, in this case, I fancy a correction on Bitcoin as it would imply a healthier and organic market cycle. Dips for buying in these markets are for buying, that is. I agree 100%. And as Invest Answers points out, shout out Invest, he says the day is young and Mr. 100 already got 300 more Bitcoin. That is 2,566 biddies in 5 days. Now, my question for you, who do you think this is, Mr. 100? Could it be Andrew Tate? Could it be Jeff Bezos? Could it be a nation state? Let me know your thoughts, family. I'll read those out loud. And also breaking news, Coinbase now officially integrating the Bitcoin Lightning Network. And as we know, they have over 100 million users. My comment, about time. What took them so damn long? Because they kind of teased us about implementing it a while ago when the fees were outrageous, and they never did. So I expected them to do that a long time ago. So just saying, let me know your thoughts, family. And welcome everyone just joining the stream. We are pumping above 66.2. We're up now $900 on the day. JV is here to save the day as we continue to pump. Let's go. Don't trip. Buy the dip. Nice bars you got there. The government selling directly to BlackRock? Probably. Did we get confirmation on that? That's what I would assume they would do. but you never know. Steven says it's Russia. Wouldn't that be? That'd be pretty big news. Russia stacking them stats and missed the 100. I want to know your thoughts on who missed the 100 is. Damn, Joe, that's what I've been expecting in my area. Which area is that, man? The $100 man is JV. That'd be pretty lit. Like every day. 100 Bitcoin, then upping it. 800 Bitcoin. Eventually, they'll be buying 2,000 Bitcoin per day at this pace. I'm just saying. Pump it up, JV, and hashtag FJB. Amen to that. My favorite hashtag, FJB. Mr. Joe Biden. Let's go, Brandon. Hello from Louisiana. Shout out to my Louisianians. Shout out, Mike. Appreciate ya. What's up? I am mad late. That's unacceptable, Crypto Surge. Now I'm going to have to command you to pump it up.
Pump it up if your game went long. When the dip hit, you just stay like King Kong.
Oh no, you lost your membership. Unacceptable, bro. Russia sounds legit since they're mining in Ethiopia. That's right. They're creating a mining hub in Ethiopia. We covered that on the pod. Coinbase doesn't own the Lightning Network. That's why. Well, couldn't they have implemented it long ago, regardless if they owned it or not? It's not about owning it. It's about implementing it. Isn't it like open source protocol? Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to be Scrooge McDuck rich on Bitcoin. Yeah, y'all remember like DuckTales? Woohoo! He'd be diving into his infinite gold coin thing as if it's a pool. Those are all biddies. Is that what we're saying? The Scrooge McDuck of the biddy world in the Bitcoin Citadel. We going to 100,000 in which month? Man, very probable could happen in April here, family. If not April, I'm a firm believer on May. What are your thoughts? I'm going to guess between April and May. Pepe. What about the Pepe? The PP coin. FJB, LGB. Precisely, Jennifer. Precisely what I'm saying. You already know. Good morning, fam. Shout out to Fresh. Good to see you, broski. This one's for you.
More than 5 sats in your stack and get it on. Yeah. Had the people on my back to get a song. Where's broke? Have a talk. We smoked them like a bomb.
Oh, yeah. We heard Kramer report that. I bought every dip. Just some bigger than others. Understandable, Mick Crypto. Well done. And taking advantage of it. Not just sitting on the sidelines like the rest of them. You know what I mean? Doge is on discount. Is it? What kind of discount we talking?
That use fiat currency. We call them poor.
The Russian central banker leader is amongst the best educated and most intelligent person in finance. She understood Bitcoin. Well, go figures. It's a woman, and women are smart. Hillbilly Will, June 100,000. Yes, only Scrooge could swim in gold. All others had a hard crash. Exactly. He could somehow figure it out, maneuver through the gold coins. Incredible. Still got a little dry powder to buy more, 100,000 before the halving, if the government gets out of the way, that is. Well said, Jennifer, and keep stacking them sats, family. You don't short your dork. You really thought that? Crypto to zero. Yes, exactly. Big ups, JV. Learning to ride the dips. There has only been one, the king. BTC. Play Highlander, please. Is that like a theme song I need to download? I'm not familiar with Highlander. I don't think I've ever seen it, but now I may have to download it. I'm a little intrigued here.
We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor.
Anyways, family, keep the comments coming. Pump the likes to pump the stream as we live the Bitcoin dream. But let's dive into our next story of the day and discuss these hodl profits. The headline reads, hodling Bitcoin now profitable 99.92% of all the days. Not too shabby. Bitcoiners maintained a profitable portfolio for 99.92% of all the days, leaving just 6 days when investing in Bitcoin, which did not turn out to be profitable. Wow, imagine being one of the investors on those 6 days. That'd be crazy. But anyways, Bitcoin recently marked all-time high price of 73.8 on Coinbase, which we captured here in our live pump watch. But anyways, since then, Bitcoin continued to hold a price close to 68 to 70,000 in that range, as outlined here, as we can see in the price chart from February 2024, brought to you by TradingView. And as a result, the market volatility induced price fluctuations. Only a handful of Bitcoin hodlers remain unprofitable. And according to the crypto financial services firm blockchain.com, Bitcoin purchased between March 9th and the 13th and the 25th to the 29th, currently at a loss. In other words, 0.16%, or 6 days of the last 3,732 tradable days, did not turn out to be a profitable investment. Can you say that about any other coin in crypto? Probably not. Now, zooming out, the price chart solidifies the strategic importance of hodling Bitcoin during the bear market. CoinMarketCap estimates that 86.28% of all the Biddy wallets hold up to $1,000, which is 13%, holding anywhere between $1,000 to $10,000, and 0.69% holding $100,000 worth of biddies. And additionally, Bitcoin's consistent comebacks from bear markets and subsequent price retention, allowing the mining community to thrive, contribute to the hash rate and inadvertently increase the security of the Bitcoin network. And as the Bitcoin halving event approaches, roughly only 2 weeks out, institutions and private investors continue to accumulate that sweet, precious BTC, anticipating the price surge. The fourth Bitcoin halving is expected to commence on block height 840,000, which could happen on 4/20, April 20th, family. The mining community is also strategizing a game planned to remain profitable post-Bitcoin halving, despite rewards being slashed in half from 6.25 to 3.125. Canadian Bitcoin mining firm Bitfarms pledged nearly $240 million, that's a $250 million, family, to upgrade its fleet of mining equipment. And Bitfarms Chief Financial Officer Jeffrey Lucas gave his reasoning behind the ongoing fleet upgrade, quoting him here. The transformational fleet upgrade propels Bitfarms in scale and profitability amid the Bitcoin halving. This is a game changer that triples our hash rate to 21 exahashes per second. And I'm speculating that's quintillion, right? 21 quintillion exahashes per second, increasing our targeted operating capacity by 83% to 440 megawatts, and improves fleet efficiency by 40% to 21 with these whatever that means. I don't know, TH there. But nonetheless, family, they're scaling, they're ready. Are you scaling and are you ready? And again, congratulations to all my Bitcoin hodlers in profit. That's pretty lit. I love to see virtually everyone in the green. Let's go. Do they still have Baja Fresh up in there? I like them better than Chipotle. Is that another food place you're referring to there? And where are you referring to that at? Baja Fresh has moved down market a bit of a shame, says Silas. Yeah, I've never heard of that place. Never been there. I've been to Chipotle, I think, once in Tampa when I was visiting in the city. It was pretty okay. Terahash, thank you. Yuck Fu. Love your name, by the way, Yuck Fu. Give it up for Yuck Fu.
Oh yeah, we heard Kramer report that.
Thank you.
He said sale, we bought more bags, till we got a sword back.
You can't short your dork. We can't afford that. Crypto to zero. They really thought that.
Can't short your dork, we can't afford that. Wait for the pump to come, we should have bought that. Crypto to zero, they really thought that.
Again. You could call me 3AC because we blowing it up. Shout out Crypto Surge. Welcome back to the HODL gang. We've been missing you, family. Appreciate all the members of the channel. Owning Chicken gets you a list too. Oh, snap. How do you know about the Terahash as a Bitcoin YouTuber? Huh? What do you mean there, Johnny Bravo? Gold buy? Are you guys buying gold? Who here is bullish on gold? I'm curious. Let me know. I'm not so bullish on gold. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Why? Because they will find more gold every time they mine for it. They will just continue to find more. Kind of like Ethereum. They can just print more, right? Has a unlimited max supply, whereas Bitcoin has true scarcity. I own a little gold, says Joe. What kind of gold? I got a gold chain. I don't have any gold bars though, guys. Just a gold chain. That's about it. But it is cool that gold is up. So congratulations. I know it hit what it hit, $2,250 an ounce. USB with 3.5 trillion will offer Bitcoin to their customers who still expect 40,000 level or zero. Got to go back to work. Holla at your boy tomorrow. Get back to work, Hillbilly Will. How dare you come to our channel during work? Unacceptable. Just playing with you. Have fun there. Wow, Fresh just gifted 20 memberships. This guy's on a whole different level. Casey Gates, David, Dog, the Judge, 2 for 1. JT, George, Buddy Mac, Johnny Crypto, Michael McCool, Tesh Kid, 5-star, George, Leo Gunn, Force Fall, Rakondo, Folsom Hoddle, Matt, Wow. Rob for Flex, Floridian. You've all been blessed with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel. Fresh just comes through like he's Satoshi. I don't know. I'm starting to question, is he Satoshi? This dude has gifted hundreds of memberships here on the show. Mind-boggling. Thank you, family. Greatly appreciate it. And welcome all the new members of the channel. Thank you for supporting us here at Crypto News Alerts. Everyone, please show Fresh some love. He deserves a shout out by everyone here on the stream. Who does that? Well, we're just going to give 20 memberships today. Thank you. Not cheap, by the way. Each membership is $5, so you run the math. So thank you, family. We appreciate that. Great gifts. The gift that keeps on giving. You get a membership. You get some biddies. You get some biddies. Yeah, you already know. So yeah, Fresh is the Oprah Winfrey of Crypto News Alerts. Just saying. Gole says, nice, very cool, Sisty. But anyways, let's keep the show a moving. Pump the likes to pump the stream. We appreciate y'all. Let's discuss the latest from Hester Pierce, aka the Crypto Mom. That's right. This is the Crypto Mom. Check it. United States SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce has taken another swipe at her agency, criticizing the regulator's guidance on crypto custody while calling for more interaction with the public. Speaking at the annual SEC Speaks conference, April 2nd, Pierce, also known as the Crypto Mom, said that a particularly pernicious weed, someone say weed, has sprung up in the SEC's secret garden of policy guidelines. What a metaphor. Her comments were made in response to the controversial Staff Accounting Bulletin 121. In March 2022, the SEC issued SAB 121, outlining the regulator's accounting guidelines for institutions looking to custody crypto assets. Now, notably, SAB 121 prevents many banks from custodying crypto assets on behalf of the clients. Pierce noted that SAB 121, issued without input from the banking sector, does not protect the investors. Instead, it keeps out experienced banks and broker-dealers from the crypto custody business due to its capital implications. Quoting her here, it is driving broker-dealers to allocate significant capital to their crypto custody businesses or to avoid the business altogether. SAB 121 arguably does not protect the investors, nor does the SEC. Just saying. Additionally, if the custodian fails, these assets could be treated as if they belong to the failed entity, not the customers of that entity. And on March 1st, the House Financial Services Committee voted in favor of a resolution that sought to overturn the bulletin. Republican Congressman Tom Emmer described SAB 121 as an illegal example of the SEC Chair Gary Gensler's unrelenting prejudice towards the digital asset ecosystem. I agree with him, and kudos to him for calling out the chairman for being not only a coward, but doing all this bad stuff to us. Additionally, Pierce said the SEC had become closed off to productive engagement with the public, especially when it came to emerging tech such as crypto. As she shares here, the culture at the top of the SEC has changed, which in turn has changed the way the agency interacts with the public. Now, she gives me hope for the SEC because I think of SEC, I only think of Gensler and how corrupt and crooked they are, but we actually have some good people that are trying to help crypto innovation in the SEC. I think she should be the frickin' chairman. Get rid of this Gensler already. What are your thoughts on that? Pierce added that both investors and companies are hesitant to meet with the SEC out of fear of enforcement actions. Facts, especially in areas like crypto, which the regulator has identified as priorities for ramped up enforcement. Quoting them here, people have told me that they desperately want to have substantial discussions with the staff, but worry that an inevitable result of such a meeting would be a call from enforcement. Exactly. So people are scared to even reach out to the SEC because they know it's just going to open up a can of worms because you have this crypto sheriff by the name of Claire Gare, Mr. Gensler. The commissioner called for the SEC to restore open communication with the public, provide clear guidance, and facilitate rather than impede responsible innovation, including in areas of crypto custody. Now, in an April 3rd post, Coinbase Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal shared his, it sounds like Paul Wall. Remember Paul Wall? Who? Paul Wall, bro, shared his support for the Pierce remarks, throwing his weight behind her suggestion to create the advisory committee to better understand how the rules actually operate. So there you go, yo. How do you think this will play out? And we also know that the banks are wanting to self-custody crypto. They don't want to have to depend upon the custodians as well. So do you think this will change? Holla and let me know. I'll read your comments out loud. How you doing? Fresh is the man. Kudos to that. Fresh is absolutely the man. Yes, And also, as KJam points out, we have an article. To every article I read, the resource of where I'm getting it from, you can find in the show notes below the video in the description, and sometimes in the live chat when he shares it. Who's crypto daddy? That's actually a good question. Gary Gensler right now saying, who's yo crypto daddy? But just saying, Gensler hates crypto, and anyone who wants to hold crypto. She seems to want to move forward. Exactly my sentiment. I would agree with you. I think Gensler's handlers hate crypto, so therefore, by association, Gensler has to hate crypto and do the unlawful regulation and overreaching for it. Continue to crack down crypto choke point 2.0. You know what I mean? And speaking of chokeholes, here's a little clip from Nate Diaz.
Hey, I'm not surprised, mother.
Yeah, so that's true. And she does seem to want to move it forward. And I hope she don't change that stance. Gensler's not so bad for the Bitcoin. Most assume he's only against XRP. You could say that, but in my opinion, the reality is if he could be against Bitcoin, he would. And really he is. He was forced to approve the ETF. He had no other choice. There was a lawsuit, and for him not to approve it would have been criminal. And, you know, maybe the consequences would be him behind bars with Sam Bankman-Fried. They only did that because they were forced to. They had no desire to. Trust. You know what I mean? Otherwise, we would have had it before the futures ETFs were approved, in my opinion. What are your thoughts on that? But yeah, we can say, well, we could thank Gensler. He gave, you know, Bitcoin the green light with the ETF. Well, he was forced to. He still bashed it right after. You know what I mean? He was tweeting, we don't like Bitcoin. We think it's terrible. I'm paraphrasing, but you get the sentiment, right? They freaking hate it. Why? It separates money from state. They don't like that, of course. The people who print the money and create the money to enslave the people don't like that. You got to understand that, right? Okay. 500,000 coming, but can it break 67? You got jokes. Yeah, man. No hair Gare. The crypto pimp. You already know. Yeah, so Gensler hates crypto, and anyone who wants to hold crypto, 100% agreed with you on that. And it's all by design, right? But isn't it something that the chairman of the SEC hates crypto? That's not good. Definitely not a good look. KJM, stop contradicting yourself about Cathie. Someone mentioned Cathie. The pressure got to him. Gensler wants us to be poor. Fiat slavery is the worst thing that has happened to humanity. Facts. What up, big dog? Shout out to the tip Tyler. Tippity tip. I bought the dip 100x leverage. Back at your home with your wife. Back at your home with your wife. Yeah, that's one of the most hilarious clips. Let's play it. A little Conor McGregor for you guys. 1 second.
It's red panty night when you're starting to fight me, yeah? Back at home with your wife.
Back at your home with your wife. It's a celebration when you fight me.
Celebration.
Classic. He thought it was great when he was teaching at MIT. Of course. Because if you understand it, you know it's great. It's changing the world. It's giving people the ability to save and not lose everything they have to inflation. So it changes humanity. It empowers humanity. But as soon as you're hired for the SEC, oh, Bitcoin is bad. It's dangerous. It's for hucksters and fraudsters. And yeah, you know the deal. You already know, family. Listen to nothing they say. Watch what they do. These are corrupt mofos, and they don't deserve our trust at the end of the day. But anyways, next story of the day, let's discuss a little bit of Cathie Wood for you guys, for the broskies. Here we go. The headline reads, Bitcoin is a hedge against horrible government fiscal policy. Amen to that. I've also heard her say in interviews, Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation, it's a hedge against deflation, and also it's an insurance policy. If you agree with Cathie Wood, broskies, holla and pump the likes specifically for Cathie Wood. We love Cathie Wood here on the channel, just saying. Bitcoin is rising because it's a flight to safety against devaluing fiat currencies, according to Cathie Wood in a new interview shared on CNBC. That's right. Now, the United States' new ETFs may have driven the mainstream narrative around Bitcoin in 2024, but for ARK's Wood, there's another key factor at play. While institutions are finally getting some much needed exposure to BTC, regular citizens are being presented with an even more important opportunity, quoting her here. There's something else going on around the world. There are currency devaluations taking place that people are not talking about. Wood referenced the performance of currencies such as the Nigerian naira or the Egyptian pound, both of which have lost around half their value against the US dollar in recent months. In these cases and others, it was deliberate government interventions, not direct market forces, that decimated the exchange rate. Quoting her again, I think this is a flight to safety, believe it or not, taking place. A hedge against devaluation, a hedge against a loss of purchasing power and wealth. Preach. The interview also brought up last year's U.S. regional banking crisis, which fueled the Bitcoin price rises and the Greek financial crisis of 2013. Quoting her again, I think this is an insurance policy against rogue regimes or against just horrible fiscal monetary policies. How about all the above? Now, as reported, Wood has kept up public support for Bitcoin this year as ARK's ETF product goes head-to-head with the world's biggest asset managers. This week, however, the fund saw uncharacteristic net outflows of nearly 90 million. Quoting Dan Crypto Trades, I suspect this has to do with the quarterly rebalancing flows. And accompanying data from crypto intelligence firm Arkham revealed preliminary outflows from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which ARK's outflows beat on April 2nd at around 130 million, as outlined here by Dan Crypto Trades. And then in March, Wood predicted a 1 million Bitcoin price tag coming before 2030. In fact, she said now by 2027. She raised her prediction by 2030 to 3.8 million, which we covered a couple of episodes ago here on the pod. If you missed it, be sure to check it out. It was a pretty lit episode. And shout out to Cathie Wood. She is the greatest. Just saying. But anyways, family, let me know your thoughts on that. And what are your thoughts surrounding it being a ultimate hedge against corrupt governments and a hedge against inflation, a hedge against deflation, being a flight to safety and being the ultimate insurance policy? Personally, I agree with all the above. Anything Cathie says, I tend to agree with. Just saying. Anyways, I do the exact opposite of what the financial experts tell me. $1 is only worth 22 cents. 1 Bitcoin will always be equivalent to 1 Bitcoin. Well said, Jennifer. Exactly. You either serve God or Satan. Anyone who serves Satan, I don't take any advice from them whatsoever because they serve Satan and I serve God. That's how I look at it, like bigger picture here, fam. Now, if you serve fiat, such as Gensler, then you're serving Satan. I just got to point out the obvious for those that don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Pump the wood, by the dip. That's right, by the dip, lads. Same at work, getting paid. That's what's up. JB, you need to watch the new Roadhouse movie with McGregor. I know, I heard it did very well. It's got pretty good reviews. I'm sure I'll watch it eventually. I hear it's on Amazon Prime. Is that accurate? My wife loves the new movie. Wow, that's what's up. Shout out Connor. I heard he got paid $5.5 million for his first role there in Hollywood, which is pretty damn good. And not many actors in their first movie will ever get paid $5.5 million. Just FYI. I assumed he probably got like $2 million, but no. But then again, the movie is all built around him, so he deserves it. In my opinion, being the star power he has and how many eyeballs, probably why the movie is so successful is because he's involved in it, in my opinion. As Connor tend to evolve and transcend the fighting space, kind of like how Mike Tyson has as well. You serve Gary. How dare you? Decipher. You better be joking. Still waiting for the bong, Jennifer. Are we taking hits from that hopium bong? Which bong are we referring to here? He is a good freaking actor, bro. Oh, word. He just got that personality. You know what I mean? He's very, I guess I would say, he commands your attention. Best way I can say it. I got the dip because even when he wasn't an actor, just doing his little skits in the UFC, it's like, yeah, back at you home with your wife. It's red panty night when you sign up to fight me. Crazy, right? I got the dip and I am Satoshi millionaire. Congratulations to all my Satoshi millionaires. You can currently get 1,500 sats for $1. It's not going to be that way for soon, especially post-halving. So take advantage of it as we are maintaining above 66 Gs. God bless you, my brother. Shout out, James. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Buy the dip, hit the dip, rip the dip, rip the bong. What up, Ben V. Avalis? Why does Hollywood keep doing, what does that say, remakes? No, they can't think of anything new, and you are correct. Everything is a remake. When's Godfather 4 coming out? I'm waiting for it. Irish people can't say 33 3/3. Is that true? DJT will dethrone Gary G. Word. We talk about Donald Trump here. Speaking of the bongs, how's the 420 smoke down in PR? Shout out to Kin Yelly Kevin. It's excelente. There's a dispensary on virtually every corner. There's no shortage of the good ganja here on the island. And if you get your medical license, you can buy as much of it as you want. Yeah, as much of it as you want, practically. Speaking of the bongs, yeah, so there you go. My 51st day is in 10 days. Wow, 10 days. That's going to be around the time of the halving. That's pretty lit. You're going to have your birthday followed by the most significant event in crypto. Cheers to that. Classics. Remake the classics. 420 multi-stacker. Let's go.
You can call me 3AC cause I'm blowing it up. Short squeeze, more please, yeah, it's going to pump. They drop bud, but it's still not slowing it up.
Nope. Is Cathie aware of the cycles? Her years with the highest figures do not fit the cycles. I don't know. I'm sure she's aware of anything we're aware of. She's smart. Hence why she's the smart cookie. Cardano is the second best? No, definitely not. Sorry, Charles Hoskinson, but the Orange Pill Moon Boys don't like Cardano, just saying. It is legal in Thailand, too. I heard that. Shout out to Thailand on that. That's very wise of them because there's not many Asian countries where it's legal. And in fact, in places like China, they treat the ganja the same way as they would treat heroin or any other drug. You get a death sentence. They catch you with it in China, instant death sentence. And my friends tell me they'll bill your parents with the bullets they used to blow your brains out. That's the kind of world we're living in. So shout out to Thailand. Loved all the ganja cafes and dispensaries in Thailand. Love to hear that goose dog. So wait, Michael weed and low crypto tax. PR sounds like the place to be. Oh, medical weed. I thought they said Michael. I'm like, Michael's weed. And Michael Saylor got weed? What are we talking? But yeah, they have medical marijuana. And yes, they have, if you take advantage of Act 60, you can reduce your tax liabilities to zero capital gains tax on all investments, including cryptocurrency. Hence why many refer to Puerto Rico as the crypto mecca of the United States. But anyways, fam, let's dive into our next story of the day. Pump the likes and pump the stream. And let's discuss this supply shock. Anthony Pompliano was recently interviewed and shared some very positive sentiment for the King Crypto on CNBC. He said, it's hard to see how the price of Bitcoin will fail to continue appreciating amid the convergence of various catalysts and historical precedent. Quoting him again, we just hit a really important milestone before the halving. We just had the highest weekly, monthly, and quarterly close for Bitcoin. And so the last 4 times that has happened, Bitcoin has appreciated at least 300% through the rest of the bull market. And it doesn't mean it's going to happen again, but to have that happen before the halving, it's kind of like the demand shock happened. And now we're going to have the supply shock. Now, you already know, venture capitalists also say the economic anxieties and hopelessness could be driving the price appreciation to Bitcoin as well as other crypto assets. Quoting him again, the dollar has lost 25% of its purchasing power. In 4 years, we have 1.1 trillion in credit card debt. We have 43 million Americans who have federal student debt. The average balance is 37,000. People have lost hope. They do not have hope. How are you supposed to live in a country where it is cheaper to rent than to buy a home in 50 major metros? You don't have to hope. And so what do? I think that if you go and buy a lottery ticket, it's a 300 million to 1 odds. I think there are people right now that are saying, you know what? A meme coin has better odds than a lottery ticket. I think there is a lot of people that say Bitcoin is actually the safest bet. And well said. I actually saw a chart earlier that the state lotteries are up higher than ever, meaning people are gambling higher than ever, and they have the worst odds of actually winning. And I think he makes a good point. Most of the meme coins have been killing it this cycle, and you have way better odds at just putting your money in any ish coin than you are going to see a return in the lottery. So ish coining, in my opinion, is better than playing the lottery. I want to know your thoughts. And of course, Bitcoin is the safest bet, and it is also the fastest horse in the race. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And to watch the video he did, check the show notes below the video in the description. And I'm curious, how many of you actually play the lottery? I refuse to, because I know a 300 million to 1 chance of winning is not enticing. I don't know why people fall for it. And it's the poor people who love to play the lottery. It gives them hope. It gives them a dream. It's sad, but this is the life we live in, right? Meanwhile, there's no SEC, you know what I mean, discouraging investors from playing the lottery. They encourage the lottery, and your odds of winning are virtually nothing, no chance. You're better off, better chance of getting hit by lightning twice on a Saturday than winning the lottery. Just saying. So yeah, who loved Gary? Such a nice person. Should it be like I Love Lucy? They should create a show, I Love Gary. That'd be funny. My friend's retirement plan is the winning lottery. No joke. Just hodl Solana better than the lotto. That is true. It's all better than any meme coin is better than the lotto. I think we would all agree. Gambling is the stupid extra tax. It truly is. Nobody anymore has ever known has won the lottery. Fishy. Yeah, for all we know, you know, Hunter Biden is the next lottery winner. You know what I mean? Lotto, what does that say? Regef. The only lotto I play is putting a lotto Bitcoin in my wallet. Yeah, stack sats. That's the smart money. I love dreams. Word. 20 years I was playing like a junkie, no chance. I remember when I lived in California back in the day as a kid, me and my grandfather, when he'd come visit, we'd play Keno, and I'd blow all my money playing Keno, which was a lottery you can play at the checkout of the grocery store. You pick the numbers and you see the balls on the screen. I used to blow all my allowance on Keno. Damn it. I learned my lesson. Poor people's retirement is a gamble. This is true, Daddy-O. People love to do it. They'll give all their hard-earned money to the lottery, donate it to the state, never win, and 50 years later, they're still playing, and they have every hope in the world. When I win the lottery, here's what I'm going to do. Unfortunately, you're not going to win the lottery, so just keep it real. Some guy used to rootkit to win the lotto. What the hell is a rootkit? The bottom is in. Just 100x leverage the dip. Congratulations, you're a millionaire. There you go. You're better off just trading with 100x leverage than buying a lottery ticket is what you're saying, right? Buy the dip, homies. Love to win and buy a whale bag. We'll buy those whale bags. Lottery is an idiot tax, pretty much. And unfortunately, there's a lot of idiots. I did the lotto before, understood cryptos. Exactly, Ferrell Ferris Fox. You're better off donating the money to me in a super than playing the lottery. At least you're contributing to the channel. Just saying. Keno, lotto, and lottery are for the poor. Tell them, James. And as well as saving fiat currency. We call them poor. Smash the like, subscribe to the #1 crypto channel. I appreciate that, fam.
Can't wait till the feds start showing this love. The full flag on the chart got me blowing a nut.
Yeah. Mass adoption is more important than the price on any given day, any given Sunday. Don't make me give you my Al Pacino speech here. At least my son received bright future scholarship money from the Florida lottery. Well, that's good. Maybe there is a silver lining after all, Grant. The government makes a tremendous amount of money, so if they actually do good things with the money like that, that's cool. Less student debt. The #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Damn right. My friend Dad hit all 6 numbers 3 times. One lucky mofo. Are you for real? How much did he win from hitting the 6 numbers 3 times? That's crazy. One person winning 3 times. It's not rigged. Like, what's the odds of that? I won the lotto, bought Bitcoin at $100. I love that. We all won the lotto. If we got the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at $100, we're lottery winners, pretty much. I know 2 people very good who are multi-lotto. That's crazy. That is crazy. Lotteries and casinos make money because of the losers. Facts, Daddy-O. Al Pacino speech, please, JV. You don't kill no children, man. F that. There's a little Scarface for you. Who's the guy accusing me of posting links? That's not a guy. That's just the bot. And sometimes the AI has a mind of its own. Don't take it personal. It's all good, family. We're still above 66,000. Let's rejoice. Hallelujah. Yes, Streamlabs is just a bot to try to keep the spam down. But we have real life moderators that obviously do a better job because they're humans. But Streamlabs does help with dropping all the links and resources, so it is what it is. Bitcoin is still a winning lottery play. I agree. I think Bitcoin is an easy 100x from here, so it's not too late. Don't let them fool you. Keith Bitboy, welcome, family. But anyways, fam, Now for our feature story of the day. PlanB, creator of the Bitcoin stock-to-flow model, he says that 200,000 Bitcoin is very underwhelming, and in fact, that this Bitcoin cycle top will be higher than 500,000 per coin in 2025, which is right around the corner. So let's break this baby down. If you're just joining the stream, pump the likes to pump the stream. I greatly appreciate it. The closely followed quant analyst, PlanB, believes that Bitcoin can print more than 4x gains this market cycle. In a new strategy session, the on-chain analyst tells his YouTube subs it would be a letdown if Bitcoin ended the current bull market with a 200,000 price peak. Now, JV's personal prediction, my bear scenario is 222,000, and my bull scenario for the cycle peak, 750,000. So it seems to be right in alignment with what he is sharing here. PlanB says the stock-to-flow model, which compares the amount of a commodity in circulation divided by the amount produced every year, suggests that Bitcoin will see an over 660% rally from the current prices before the market cycle ends. Now run the math from 65,000. If we times that by 660%, that ultimately gives us a $500,000 Bitcoin price, quoting the analyst here. So the next stop will not be in this year, 2024, but in the next year, 2025. That top, some people talk about $200,000 as the next stop. You can see on this chart, which you can see on your screen, that would be very underwhelming. In fact, from a stock to flow perspective, we need that top that is much higher than that average 500,000. So let's say 600,000 or 700,000 or maybe $1 million per Bitcoin. So the top will be higher than 500,000 in 2025. Also, the stock to flow officially, I think it was on March 1st, printed the first red dot for the cycle, which signifies we are officially in a bull market. Now, PlanB warns that Bitcoin's ascent will likely have bumps along the way, right? He says he expects Bitcoin to witness several corrections in the coming months en route to hitting his price target. Quoting him again, there will be volatility too. That's very important. It won't be straight up and no dips. There will be multiple minus 20 or 30% dips. That is very normal. Personally, and this is not financial advice, of course, I will do nothing, let's say, for the next 12 months. And I will reassess when the market phase switches from bull market to distribution. So there you have it. And to watch this video analysis he recently did, check the show notes below the video in the description and let me know your thoughts. Can you potentially see Bitcoin rising to $500,000 as high as $1 million per coin for this cycle? And do you agree with that sentiment that we hit the cycle peak in 2025 versus this year in 2024? We've had 3 previous halvings, 2012, 2016 and 2020. And something interesting, a pattern I recognize, it was always after the halving, we broke the previous all-time high. For the first time in Bitcoin history for this cycle, we broke the previous all-time high pre-halving, right? We surpassed 69,000, which we hit back November 10th of 2021. We, a few weeks ago, tapped 73,800, practically 74,000 range. So this cycle could be completely different. Also, another massively different bullish catalyst this cycle is the institutional FOMO, which did not exist previous cycle because it was this year. We just got the green light January 11th for the 11 ETFs, including BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK21, etc. Now, BlackRock already has over 250,000 Bitcoin, which they have collectively received, which is being held by Coinbase, who is their custodian. And I believe Coinbase is also the custodian for GBTC. Now, GBTC used to be the largest Bitcoin hodler in the world with over 600,000 biddies. Now they're like down to like the 200,000 to 300,000 range, meaning they're probably still amongst the highest, largest holder in the world. But now you got BlackRock looking to dethrone them. And you also have MicroStrategy right around the corner, over 212,000 Bitcoin, wherever they're at now, currently holding roughly 1% of the Bitcoin circulating supply. So we have this, what we call game theory, playing out in real time. Now we have other ETFs from other nations, which are going to be launched soon as well, including out of Hong Kong, which will be the first Asian ETF, and that's a spot. And also we're going to have the ETFs coming out of El Salvador, which will be a different kind. It'll be, instead of the cash in, cash out, it'll be Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out, which will separate it from everything else in the market. And then we have people like Mr. 100 continuing to accumulate at least 100 Bitcoin per day. Again, they purchased like 2,500 Bitcoin in the past few days, which is mind-boggling. You know what I mean? You have a lot of billionaires. There's 2,500 known billionaires plus in the world. And I think there's the smart money, and they understand that if they don't have a position in Bitcoin, they're not going to be amongst the richest people in the world for long. Bezos, could it be Mr. 100, right? What do you think? Could it be Andrew Tate? Could it be another nation state who has been secretly acquiring Bitcoin, as Edward Snowden has shared in a recent post on X, which we covered here on the show? I mean, there's just a lot of catalysts. And then we have the supply shock, which very realistically is going to happen. As Pompliano pointed out, we had a demand shock already with this ETF demand, but supply shock to come soon. The quant analysts over at Crypto Quant are projecting within the next 12 months we'll have a legitimate supply shock where there's just no more biddies to get a hold of. There's only roughly 2 million left on the exchanges. And then we also got to consider, what about other nation state adoption, nations that haven't even went public with it yet? What about sovereign wealth funds? There's speculation out of Qatar, $500 billion sovereign wealth fund looking to convert it into Bitcoin. There's talk of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia adopting Bitcoin, places like Dubai and the UAE, Abu Dhabi. A lot of potential. So, I mean, I think it is very clear. The writing is on the wall. Bitcoin is the fastest horse in the race, will continue to be with the least risk. And we have the potential to hit these crazy targets we talk about every day, hence why I cover them every day. Some of you believe it can't happen. We'll never get to 80,000 Bitcoin. Okay, I've heard that one before. No matter where the price is at, you're going to have haters say, we can't do this. It's not possible, because some people are not visionaries. Some people just can't see the future. Some people are only living in the past, and because they could only see reality in their mind as something that has already happened. So for a lot of you guys, 73.8 is the top. It can't go any higher. It hasn't happened before, and you just can't see it going past it. I don't understand that thinking, because I consider myself a visionary. I can see Bitcoin hitting 200,000 per coin effortlessly in a bear scenario. I can see it hitting 750,000 in my bull scenario. I can see it exceeding my expectation and hitting $1 million per coin for this cycle. So I'm a visionary. I can see what hasn't been created yet. I can see into the future just by studying the past. Some people study the past, unable to see the future. I don't understand that. There's an old saying that, you know what I mean? What's that history saying? To know the future, study the past, right? Because sometimes history repeats. And if it doesn't necessarily repeat, it oftentimes rhymes. And something I have discovered, Bitcoin seems to go up roughly 200% per year, right? And modest 200% from the previous all-time high we just touched of 74,000. That's still a modest, roughly, what is that? Close to 150,000 Bitcoin price. That's a very bare scenario. What if we were to 5x? What if we were to 10x? What if PlanB is right and we do a 650% climb to $500,000 per coin by 2025, and you had the opportunity right now to buy at 66? You passed it up, just like the opportunity you had to buy a year ago at the bottom at roughly $16,000, but you passed it up. How long are you going to pass up these opportunities before you actually get all in, right? And understand that Bitcoin is the future. It is the only incorruptible money. It is the only unconfiscatable money. It's immutable. It's borderless. It has everything going for it that gold wish it had going for it. Yet, it's still only 66,000 per coin. You have the opportunity to buy Bitcoin today at a discount cheaper than it was 3 years ago when we hit the cycle peak of 69,000. To me, that's a steal. To me, the real, true, intrinsic value of Bitcoin right now is at least hundreds of thousands of dollars, just for the fact it's unconfiscatable. Ask Mr. Tate how much Bitcoin is worth to him. He'll tell you. He recently tweeted he's been purchasing Bitcoin every single week without fail since 2018 when he discovered Bitcoin. And he says he hasn't sold anything. Do you understand? I understand what that means. It means he recognizes Bitcoin as the only true asset that has a finite limited supply, that is uncorruptible, and that they can't steal from him. And I think there's a lot of other wealthy billionaires in the world who are thinking the same, who are going all in on Bitcoin. It's not just Ricardo Salinas, third richest man in Mexico, soon to be number one richest, or Cathie Wood, or Max Kaiser, or Mike Saylor, or Pompliano, whomever it is. The smart money knows what's up. At this stage in the game, everyone who understands money knows how powerful Bitcoin is. Even the haters, they must recognize it by now, right? So anyways, for what it's worth, let me know where you feel the Bitcoin price action is likely to be for this cycle peak. And do you think we hit the cycle peak this year, 2024? Or do you think it'll be in 2025? Holla. And let's check some of the comments, family. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. Pump the likes, pump the stream as we live in the Bitcoin dream. Shout out to the McFootnator just for having the coolest name here on the tube. How many people have the name McFootnator? I've never even heard of the name before. Very unique. A gold mining company, Nilum Resources, wants to buy 25,000 Bitcoin. Let's go. Let them buy it. That's a lot of biddies. 65,000 is boring. 57,000 is nice. 74,000 is nice. Choose on board. It happens, Robert. We become very complacent. Bitcoin is a hedge against hyperinflation. Facts. And soon, hyper Bitcoinization will be coming to a theater near you. One sat, $1. Let's go. I will sell my first 10% at 560,000. Not, I keep 100% for the next Cathie cycle. The Cathie cycle. Let's go. Isaac Newton tried to invest and died broke. He thought he could outsmart the market and got wrecked. Hodl fam. There you go. Our name for freedom. WS yours. What is that? William Shatner. $1 million Bitcoin 2024. Send it. Still possible, family. Bitcoin is a hedge. It is the ultimate hedge. I agree. If you don't study the past, you're destined to repeat it. That's the quote I was probably looking for there. Thank you, Bill. 1 million in 2025. Pump it up. Damn right. This one's for you, dog.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up.
Yes, we will be having a Rumble after party. As soon as the YouTube transmission ends, we'll continue with the uncensored version of the pod exclusively on Rumble. Shout out to the Rumble fam for always holding it down. That's where JV gets to speak uncensored. You can't buy Nilla on Fidelity. Just check. It's a super beware notice or buyer beware notice. I think because their market cap, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a penny stock. So it has a very smaller, and as soon as they made the announcement, their stock soared like 1,800%. I remember covering that last week. Mooch said that the Middle East is buying quietly as to not run the price up. All hail the Mooch. Scaramucci. Probably. I mean, that's the smart way to do it, right? I think so. Yeah. Remember, you only need 2 kidneys. Don't sell your kidneys. If anything, if you're unvaxxed, you can sell your unvaxxed sperm, according to Jennifer, for over $6,000 a load. So don't sell the kidney. Just don't get the POISONJAB. And yeah, maybe sell one of the loads. Just saying. Yes, says Steve. JV, please explain the game theory. So game theory just means competition. So for example, when you had 11 ETFs all launch at the same time, that's an example of game theory. Competitiveness, and what did it do? It drove down the rates of investing in the ETFs. Everyone wanted to outdo each other to have a better rate, right? So that's what we're seeing play out. And with adoption, game theory will take place. Nation state adoption, sovereign wealth fund adoption, all that stuff. We see game theory with miners. They're all competing with one another. So it's just competition, which is healthy for free open markets like Bitcoin. So we encourage the game theory. And that's what we're witnessing in real time right now with the ETFs. Beautiful thing. Muggle loads. What does the muggle mean? I'm not familiar with that term. 6,000 a load. That's what I hear. Good morning, JV and family. Shout out to Kerry Watts. I appreciate you tuning in. Pump the likes, pump stream. We should have more than 320 people here. What's going on in this world? We see. Yes, it's a sub penny. Oh, a sub penny stock, even less. So yeah, they may have made that announcement just to pump their stock, because that's another example of game theory. Any of these companies, right, whether it's S&P or penny stocks or sub penny stocks, if they put out a letter of intent to acquire 25,000 Bitcoin, what do you think is going to happen to their stock? Whoosh. So you're ready now. Pure blood, load bones. You got to lower the 21st century. Love the 21st century. Are we still in the 21st century? Yeah. Technically speaking, there is a true game theory in the mining reward. It's another example of it, Matt. Oh, this is Jennifer. You changed your name during the stream. Interesting. So now it's JCICE. Whoa. How do I pronounce that? Can I still just say Jennifer, or should I say kind of like, Jennifer Lopez had J-Lo? Can I say J Islow or something like that. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. Biddy energy is unstoppable. Damn right. Game theory, scientific mathematical evaluation of the options for multiple parties. Whoa. Not gonna lie though, bought my mom a meme coin. Ha ha. Her money, not mine. Hodl fam. Amen to that. J Sice. Maybe it's J Sice. Maybe that one. 1 Bitcoin for every 10.44 loads. So the question becomes for the broskies, how many loads can you produce in a week to get that biddy at this price? It was actually funny. This was like the topic of conversation on Rumble yesterday. This is what we were talking about. Yeah. Muggles are from, Harry Potter. Long live Harry. JC Icy. Bigfoot Nader. Well, Jennifer will have to approve on the nickname. I don't know about JC Icy, but you never know. Is that your full name? Jennifer Conkright Ice? Is there ice in there? Iste Ice? JK? Maybe just JC? Let me know. Jennifer Conkright Independent Contracting Enterprise. This is what it stands for. Oh, I dig it. Jennifer Conkright Independent Contracting Enterprise. I dig it. For short, what can we say? Just maybe J Sice? Just thinking out loud. Hold my beer. Hand me the lotions. The broskies, every day I mention Cathie Wood in a story, will be producing a load. This will be the most profitable podcast you ever watch. Anyways, JC Ice, very cool, says multi-stacker. Ice in her glass, JV. I gotcha. Ice in the glass. Yikes on the loads. That's kind of crazy. Is it really crazy? I bet the broskies here are producing loads for free. You're not getting paid. So if you were capable of getting paid $6,000, how many of you would take advantage of it? But be careful. I saw a crazy story the other day floating around X. I think it was like a viral TikTok. And it was like a lady who had a surrogate baby, meaning got sperm from a man, got pregnant, and then she demanded child support from the man who donated the sperm. So it could be a trap, broskies. You know what I mean? Not, what's the word? Not birth advice. So be careful. If you donate sperm, the woman may come after you for child support. Yes, women do this type of stuff. So unfortunately, pump watch has a new meaning. Precisely. Glad you guys got jokes, Darth. It's a trap. Admiral Acker voice. I kind of love the sound of J Sice. It is a pretty good name. Yeah. But anyways, fam, what we're going to do, we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod because things are getting out of hand here on the tube. Head on over to Rumble right now if you're not on Rumble. Rumble is a YouTube, very similar to YouTube, only it recognizes our First Amendment right to free speech, and there's not gatekeepers censoring the truth. So head on over to Rumble so we can speak freely and we can continue this uncensored conversation. My Rumble link is always in the description. You can also just type in rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net or simply open the Rumble app on your phone, type in Crypto News Alerts, and please support us on Rumble. We greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys there, and we'll be back on the tube 10 p.m. Eastern this evening. Head on over to Rumble right now, and let's get ready to rumble, shall we? All right, deuces to the tube. Let's continue with the Rumble stream, shall we?